Now listen, when I make videos, I try not to double back on the same general topic or, things going on with the same platform in this short time period. Not because I don't want to, but because the gaming industry is just this huge ocean of fuck-ups with a sprinkle of cool things to, keep us interested in even paying attention. So, I gotta plant my seed all around that ecosystem like an animal trying to revive a dying species. But sometimes there's just an outlier. Sometimes there's just one topic that I can't escape no matter what news source I run to, or the amount of times the mediocre Suicide Squad gameplay gets shoved in my face in the last 5 days. You see, when something controversial enough happens that upsets a big number of players, I damn near feel inclined to talk about it, because this channel acts as a voice for those players by a player who spends too much time playing these games we talk about. Like, we gotta stick together. I don't know why I just did this. And so with that, we're talking about Xbox again, with their latest speculations being tossed around in the Xbox community, already adding to the rising blood pressure levels of the folks who are diehard over claiming the green side. Now, I talked about Xbox a few days ago with their whole news of physical Xbox titles not being sold anymore in most stores. That was a hood classic. Go ahead and catch yourself up on that after the video. But it seems that Microsoft's company is on a hell of a publicity run, because ever since then, there has been pop-up reports of Xbox platform exclusive games having plans to be made available over on PlayStation. Let me say that again so that we're all on the same page. Xbox exclusives being made available for the PlayStation platform. The same Xbox company that went like 5 years without having any notable exclusives until they recently started getting their footing together and thought that Redfall was a good idea. That last part's irrelevant, but someone has to bring it up so it doesn't happen again. Now, I gotta be honest. The reason that I didn't even mention this week sooner is because the initial reports only listed one game at a time when they were talking about the Xbox games going over to PlayStation. You see, it started with just Sea of Thieves, and at that point I was like, okay, that's cool. It's just a good game. It's pretty old now. Why not have it on PlayStation? Then they announced Hi-Fi Rush, and it was like, alright, kind of newer, still a great title, but it's whatever, not the worst thing in the world. But then once they had reports of Bethesda titles, one of Xbox's bought out studios, with games like Starfield and the upcoming Indiana Jones game being made available on PlayStation, I was like, Now, as of this recording, Microsoft hasn't confirmed nor denied anything with these accusations, which, even further led to my doubts about it all, but it kinda swayed my opinion toward this being actually truthful after seeing notable Xbox community social media presences like Clobriel, who's followed by actual Xbox staff like Phil Spencer, announcing his reconsideration of support for the Xbox brand following the claims of these exclusive games. The only thing that Microsoft did say so far, or really what Phil Spencer tweeted yesterday out of pressure, is that they were planning to have a discussion on all of the rumors next week so that everyone knows officially what the hell is going on right now. So I guess there is still the argument that all of what's being said right now is just a bunch of baloney meat, but the fact that Phil didn't shut down any of the exclusive rumors at all kinda leads me and many people to believe that there's some truth in certain games being made available over on PlayStation. And let's entertain that whole thing, being real. If we're being honest with ourselves, games like Starfield or the Indiana Jones game nobody asked for coming out on other consoles isn't the worst thing to happen. I mean, it's not like they're changing their whole exclusivity to Sony, but at the same time, I kind of understand why Xbox fans are having midlife crisis over this over on Twitter. Well, not that far. I can't. That's different. But if this is all true and some games or most games become available on PlayStation, then that really just diminishes the overall worth of the Xbox console, since you can already play most of the games at unlocked resolutions and gameplay settings on PC, and now having them on another console with more notable exclusives makes having an Xbox, hypothetically, in this case, worthless. Of course, that's not to say that we couldn't get a PlayStation exclusive be made available on Xbox as a result of all this. We don't know the whole story yet, but all the speculation seems to be out of the Xbox console's favor. And so with that, it is unfortunate to see, people upset over what's going on right now. And truthfully, I feel like most of what's being said is actually gonna happen, which sucks to the people who feel like they aren't getting their money's worth out of the Xbox console. Even though the Series S gets discounted so much that you could probably find that thing somewhere and trade it for a bag of grapes. Like, that thing is hella cheap. But of course, like everyone else, I'll just wait to see what Xbox officially says next week before having any definitive thoughts. So we'll just have to wait and see what Xbox has planned going forward for their games. So what do you guys think about Xbox and these supposed games coming to PlayStation, man? Feel free to comment down below. So I was liking the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.